2022 Endurance E-Racing World Championship brought to you in partnership with Viper Gaming by Patriot, Aztec Sim Sports, Global Flix, Motorvision.tv, Sten Goldman, ESTV and Film Vault Limited.
Racing for Green is here to help you carbon neutralize your racing. By planting new trees, Racing for Green offers to make your racing carbon neutral. We already have the calculations, contacts, infrastructure, deals and solutions ready for you to easily buy carbon neutral laps on any racetrack. It doesn't matter if you are a racing fan, team owner, driver, sponsor or partner. Anyone can buy CO2 neutral laps in the Racing for Green webshop and trade CO2 emissions for New Forest. Racing for Green.
Just think about the fun things you do online. Diving into movies you love. Shopping. Enjoying free Wi-Fi with your morning coffee. Wait, who's that guy? Meet the Digital Snooper. It can be your internet service provider peeking at what you do online. Or a cyber criminal on a mission to snitch your credit card info. Or a hacker at the next table trying to steal your sensitive data. Uh-oh. But don't worry. NordVPN keeps all these snoopers away. It makes your internet activity private, protects you from accessing dangerous websites, and lets you enjoy your favorite content securely, even while away from home. The best part? It's just a click. Yep, internet security is that easy.
You can get NordVPN today at a 60% discount by visiting gtr24h.org/VPN.
Sons, brothers and sisters, it is a race day for GTR 24H, the EEWC round number 3 here at Sebring. So one last practice session before the action really kicks off good and proper. My name's Chris Buxton. I'll be one of your commentators throughout today's race. We start in 25-ish minutes for 12 long hours, but I won't be doing this alone. Joining me in the commentary box at this point in time is the wonderful, the beautiful Kieran McGinley.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Buxton. Yeah, thank you very much. I knew that. No, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome along to, well, what will be 12 hours of Sebring here on GTR 24H for the third round of the EEWC. Looking forward to getting stuck into this one. Florida, Sebring, respect the bums. We've said it all weekend long. Today's the day, and we're less than half an hour away from getting this race started. I can't wait.
Indeed. So, let's have a look as a bit of a reminder of the championship standings before all the action kicks off. So,
starting driver in warm-up.
And now, DPI are first of all.
Thank you.
Let us see who is ruling the roost as far as the top category is concerned, or the fastest category, I should say. Very much in the realm of Burst Esports Simplicity. 2 wins to their name and almost all of the polls. They're going to get fed up with us saying that after a while, and I make no apology for saying it either, because I'm afraid it's a fact. And they didn't claim poll yesterday. As you can see, we now have a points column for Sebring, but still a commanding lead with the 2 rounds done for the Burst squad number 18. Second is Moradnis E-Stars. The number 64 car, you can see they have had the last 2 pole positions, 2 seconds and 2 poles so far for the number 64 car. Then it is Unison Racing in the 17, Team Adrenaline in the 33. Excuse me, this is starting well already. Sem 9 Axle in the 11 car, and then Viaducton. Not a great start for them in this season so far, but still plenty of points for them to pick up. So pole position will go to the Moradnis E-Stars car, as you can see on the board. LMP next. Let's see who is doing the business in the LMP2 category. A familiar name up top, it's Burst Esports again. The Burst Esports Good Old Sunglasses squad. The car number 94 is ruling the roost there, but not by quite such a commanding margin as the DPI squads. Just 3 points to the good for them, but they will have the pole. As you can see, 3 out of 3 for the LMP2 car. The number 94 squad starting yet again on the top spot. Then it is Sem 9 Axle, their biggest chasers throughout the season thus far in the 21 car. Then a close battle for third at the moment. The 164 Satellite Racing Team in third. The 77 Irish squad, they struggled somewhat in qualifying yesterday. And the Juicy's Motorsport Club in the next position down. That's 5th. And then 6th, we see the Cyberlinks Race Club, but we did not see them so far in this event with the number 7 Irish car at the tail end. Sadly, we haven't seen the Ebrit car either, the number 68. GTE up next. Mr. McGinley, you want to have a go at that one?
I will indeed, and looking at it, it's going to be Juice's Motorsport Club at the top of proceedings here today. Another pole position for them yesterday in GTE adds another point to their tally, 3 for 3 so far. Mugen Sim Racing in second place, looking to progress from their win at Monza last time. Now, third place then, Mustafa Pescara, the number 54 machine, is in third in the standings. Fourth place, the MCM Motorsport number 27. Fifth place, the 45 DIS Sim Racing Lab. Sixth place, the 717 Unison Racing Machine. Then it's the 264 Satellite Racing car. The 53 Mosto Pescara machine there in 53, and the 166 ID SimSport making its return here to Sebring today at the foot of the GTE Championship standings. Looking then at the GT3 standings, it's a very, very shaken up championship standings, and the reason is because Mugen Sim Racing haven't won a race yet they find themselves sitting pretty at the top of GT3. Matsusaka was third, Monza was second. If we're all a fan of patterns, let's have a guess what Sebring will be. They lead at the top of the table then. CKR, the number 13, looking to extend on their good momentum. They won last time out at Monza. B32 Racing is in third place in the standings. 5A Valente Racing by Aztec Simsport, winners at Matsusaka. Not such a great Monza. They'll be hoping to bounce back here at Sebring. DSR Gadget Husit DK in the treble 7. And then it's the 188 Telefoningen. Then the 404 Galam Racing Machine, both of them battling away, both of them on 20 points, which is very, very interesting to see. I'm looking forward to seeing how both Telefoningen and Glam Racing get on in today's race. And that, Mr. Buxton, is your GTs.
Excellent stuff. Thank you kindly, good sir. So this is just a last-minute practice session, the last opportunity our drivers have to just iron out those kinks, just maximise their track time. Now, all starting drivers must be in the car. They cannot swap driver at this point. So they must now lock in at least who's starting the race for each team. Now, again, with Mighty Viaducton, we don't know who is in the car. We can see their camera, but I can't tell you who that actually is. on track. Oh, yellow flag. Who's that? Don't know. Disappeared too quickly. So at the moment, we have got 6 of our DPI cars in. So we have the entire lineup of our DPI teams in with us. We have 3 LMP2s, we have 6 GT3s and 7 GTEs. So we will have a few more coming along for the ride before the starting parade kicks in. When it is time to go through the grid order, we will do that when the grid is formed. Oh no, 7 DPIs, as I mentioned that. We just had a last minute joiner. Excellent. That's good to see. I'm trying to think who's just appeared. Don't mind, we'll figure that out as we go. That's Dennis. Oh, go on.
Yeah, I think it's the 2 Team Adrenaline cars. There's 2 of them at the moment, which, not quite sure how that's happened, but Sebastian Deville and Ronan Senior find themselves both in this session at the moment, so maybe just a last minute.
So it is.
They've got to decide who's starting this race, because that's the only one that's allowed in this warm-up session. But
you cannot have 2 cars. They could in practice. You're not scoring points twice, I'm afraid, team number 33. I get you want to try and make up some lost ground, but that's not what you do.
Nice try. But I'm afraid that's not how it works.
Indeed. So,
clutch condition.
there's Richie Hoyer.
Oh, yes.
Team squad. almost flirting with the dirt there. Mitchie pressing on to see what he can do in the car now. Mitchie, I think, qualified the car second yesterday in the evening qualifying session, with memory serves. Now, as a reminder for the sessions we have had, so we had 2 official practice sessions 2 days ago, and then we had 2 qualifying sessions yesterday. So 1 in the day, 1 in the night, and the average of those 2 qualifying times were what was used to form the grid. So it's not just one session, it's not just whoever did well in one particular time event, it was the average of both. So not necessarily the same driver in both sessions. Some teams did, some teams kept the same person in the car throughout both sessions, some switched them around. Mitchie Hoyer was in for the evening stint for the number 18 car, and has vanished into the ether. Nice trick.
Meanwhile,
he'll reappear at some point. Hopefully for them, he'll reappear.
Oh, that's nothing special.
So, yes, Burst Esports in a good position. But of course, qualifying only goes so far.
It's time to run the starting grid.
Aha, we are now in the warm-up session. That's why we saw Mitchie disappear. Time to look at the starting grid then. So,
Only starting driver in warm-up, only starting
pointing the cameras for us,
we
and
are
also
in
bringing up
warm-up
all
now,
of
so
our
only starting driver in
beautiful
warm-up. Thank you.
overlays. Right then, in the pole position, there it is, the number 64. It's the Maradnis E-Stars car. Starting that is going to be Jimmy Nusala.
Yes, and then in second place, the Burst Sport Simplexity machine, the number 18, and we believe that's going to be started by Michi Hoyer.
We believe so indeed. Number 17, it's Unison Racing, will take on the 3rd position, and that is going to be piloted by Denis Ashenko.
4th place here on the grid, Sem 9 Axel, and with that, Alistair Young to start this one.
Our lead LMP2 car is the number 94, the Burst Esports Gooder car. And that's going to be started by Damien Scovron.
Second place in the LMP2 class. 6th place overall will be the Sem 9 Axel machine. No data as to who might start this one, but anyone between Bill, Inigo or Mohammed.
Number 33, Team Adrenaline. We think that is a Roman Signor that is starting that one in P7.
The 8th overall is the LMP2 car, the Juices Motorsport Club, made up of Robert Paul, Sabakis and Stein Prince.
Number 1, Team Viaducton, so Mikael Siegard, Nicholas Morik and Jonas Steinberg. We believe it's Jonas that is starting that one. The number 1 starting in 9th.
B10, the 164 satellite racing machine, should be James Juba as the starting driver there.
Number 77, Team Iris, now a bit late to the party for qualifying. Not 100% sure who is starting that one, but it's going to be Tane Lauer, Marty Varga or Benzi Horvath.
P12 overall and leading the GTE, Juices Motorsport Club, Wojciech Polesny, we believe, is starting this one.
Number 54, the MP Musto Pescara ADG car. That, I think, may well be Deegan Fair Club starting that one. We'll be starting from 13th.
Group P40, then Mugen Sim Racing, we believe Roland Schutz is starting this one.
717 Unison Racing is going to be taking on the 15th position. Beautifully coloured car. Looking forward to seeing how they perform.
Then it's ID Sim Sport in the 166 in P16. I believe that's going to be Michael Pedersen starting.
Number 53 is the second of the MPE cars. And that is going to be started by Iros Michuli.
Pole for the GT3 class, P18 overall, is Mugen Sim Racing, the 82. Believe that's going to be piloted first by Christopher Kianek.
Number 45, the DIS Sim Racing Man Porsche. We're not sure who's starting that one. It could be Andy Kurtzen, Yannick Gotteshard, Michael Lundtoft.
P20 and second in GT3 is the Aztec Sim Sportsman by Volante Racing 585, Niels Hugeveen, Maciej Kasprick and Eliseo Neto.
The Satellite Racing number 264 is being started in 21st by Tom Capusta.
Then P22 overall is the MCM Motorsports machine, the number 27. No data as to who's starting that one just yet.
Number 13, the CKR team, the Brazilian blazing car. Again, not sure who's starting that one. It's either Pedro Delgado, Leandro or Lucas Vela.
Lam Racing in the 404 starting P24 overall. We believe Henrik Hoyer is going to be at the wheel first.
In P25 for the GT3s, it's the 32 beautiful McLaren of either Kara Helmer Hoofgaard, Rasmus Borgqvist or Pelly Anderson.
Then it's the 777 of DSR Gadget.dk. We believe that is going to be driven by Stephen Salsgaard.
Number 188, the Teleforeningen BMW will be started by Gert Nielsen.
Then we have a P28, no qualifying times yesterday, but Cyber Lynx Racing would be starting with P28 if they do take the start.
Likewise, the Team Iris number 7, if they are able to join us. Again, we don't know who will be taking part. They weren't in the qualifying session. The Sven Gilhood, Michiro or Emily starting that car.
Getting this one up and ready. We have 27 guaranteed starters. The LMP2 at the back is always going to be tough if you miss qualifying and you were enter the race. You have to try and find your way through those gaps through the order. And there is Michi Hoyer. So we definitely know he's starting first in the number 18 Burst Esports Complexity. A couple of announcements from Race Control from about 15 minutes before warm-up, 30 minutes before warm-up, 45 minutes before warm-up. That it's very clear. Only the starting drivers allowed in this session, so that when we get to the start of the race, there's no need for any driver changes. We can just go straight into the 12 hours of Sebring.
Indeed, indeed. It all boils down to this. All the posturing, all the practicing leads to this moment in time. Well, will lead to the moment in 10.5 minutes, I should say, when we get to the grid and get this 12-hour race underway. We actually still have more people joining on this scene. A few more cars have appeared in the timing list. Again, more the merrier as far as I'm concerned. Very, very much looking forward to this. Yeah, broken record statement, and I don't apologise for making it. These events have always proven to be very, very action-packed. And yeah, looking forward to getting this one underway.
I don't know if production can just give us a look at the weather radar just to see what's been going on at Sebring. Of course, Florida is a very interesting place to go racing. We are looking at that. The threat of rain is very much southeast of the circuit and very much into the southeast of the map as well. So further south of Florida. So the threat of rain, not yet. But you see that little bit of rain, that little bit of activity down at the southwest starting to make its way northwards. Shouldn't be a problem for now, but as we all have seen in Florida, if you've ever been to Florida, if you've ever even heard of Florida, you'll know that later on in the day, in the afternoon, that's when you get to those storms. They just come out of nowhere and will surprise everybody. So we'll see how it all plays out. But for now, it's dry. That's all we can say for now.
I've heard the weather in Florida being described as bipolar in the past, so yeah, it can change very quickly. But at the moment, no immediate threat. And as we've also said throughout the course of the qualifying practice sessions, the weather flirts with us sometimes, and also oddly, we've had the threat of rain during practice and during qualifying, and mysteriously Sebring seems to be in some kind of weather vacuum where the rain just bypasses us. So we had a tiny bit of rain in one of the practice sessions that did cause a bit of slipperiness, but nothing more than that. Certainly not anything that would warrant any kind of tyre changing or anything like that. So either way, now starting to see the starting drivers get out there. Not everybody is out on track that's in session at the moment, I can see, but either way,
Car number 33, please enter warm up now. Thank you.
Oh, race control there, just ordering the number 33. Get into the warm up now, because of course we will be heading into the race. That's the Team Adrenaline car. Get in here and get on with it. Very much.
For the process, right race.
They were ordered into the session. They do have to be in, not necessarily right at the beginning of the practice session, but they do have to be in so that they can take their proper place on the grid. That's essentially what they're being told. Starting the CKR car, I noticed that we've got the Brazilian blazing McLaren. It's Lucas Vela that is taking on the McLaren. Oh, that's busy. There is the CKR car, actually, just as I mentioned it. Oh, wow. So that's Wojciech Bolesny having an argument with the 32 McLaren, and then, Lucas Vela flirting with the dust. Now isn't the race, but this is, you can expect plenty of this because the timings were really, really quite close. There goes, I think it was Jimmy Nusela that was disappearing out of shot there. Wojciech Bolesny, he's gotten past the McLaren, and now he's got another one of the LMP.
Please enter the server now, please.
Car number 77 is now being ordered into the session. So that's Team Iris, isn't it? So yes, that's one of the Team Iris cars. So I'm taking that to mean that we don't have the 241 and 7 cars. So we are going to miss. Oh dear! Mr. Kaspersky missed a corner there. He also missed the barrier, in fairness, although nearly collected one of the NMP cars coming past him. Oh, that's the 79 axle car that nearly got collected. Well behaved. Now, all the drivers have been kind of told about track rejoins. We did see some less than ideal track rejoins in the course of the sessions leading up to now. They have been kind of informed to watch what they're doing.
77, if you're not on the server within a minute, you will be disclosed from the race.
Get underway with the 12 hours of Sebring very, very shortly. We'll go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, it's the start of the race. Don't go anywhere.
The 2022 Endurance E-Racing World Championship brought to you in partnership with Viper Gaming by Patriot, Aztec Sim Sports, Global Flicks, Motorvision.tv, Sten Goldman, ESTV, and Film Vault Limited.
Racing for Green is here to help you carbon neutralize your racing. By planting new trees, Racing for Green offers to make your racing carbon neutral. We already have the calculations, contacts, infrastructure, deals and solutions ready for you to easily buy carbon neutral laps on any racetrack. It doesn't matter if you are a racing fan, team owner, driver, sponsor or partner. Anyone can buy CO2 neutral laps in the Racing for Green webshop and trade CO2 emissions for New Forest. Racing for Green.
Just think about the fun things you do online. Diving into movies you love. Shopping. Enjoying free Wi-Fi with your morning coffee. Wait, who's that guy? Meet the digital snooper. It can be your internet service provider peeking at what you do online, or a cyber criminal on a mission to snitch your credit card info, or a hacker at the next table trying to steal your sensitive data. Uh-oh. But don't worry. NordVPN keeps all these snoopers away. It makes your internet activity private, protects you from accessing dangerous websites, and lets you enjoy your favorite content securely, even while away from home. The best part? It's just a click. Yep, internet security is that easy.
You can get NordVPN today at a 60% discount by visiting gtr24h.org/VPN.